Hello guys, you're welcome to my live stream. I'm happy to see you. Here is my other phone. Today is story time, story day. And I keep my phone. Okay, story time. So today I'll be telling you stories, sweet stories, the one you will love, sweet ones. So not just story that sweet story. Let me just put it like that: sweet stories, story that you love. The gods are not to be blamed. Sorry, the gods are not to blame. The gods are not to blame. Alright, I'm trying to check myself to see if you guys can hear me very well. So today, let's move straight to my story. It's a very nice story, very nice story. So it is a story that you like. It is a story that that it has a good moral lesson. It's a story that it's part of it's a story that has to do with life, what has happened before. So they put it into writing so that people can know that yes, back then here in Nigeria something like this happened. A child was born. Then back then they will try to do some findings to know if the child is a good child or a bad child. Like, I don't want to use the word if. So something like that. So this story is related to what I'm saying right now, what normally happened back then. So, and I feel like to bring it to the public once again. So I want you guys to listen so that you can understand the story. So in case you don't understand, you can you can write it on the comment section, ask questions, and I will answer you. Ask questions and I will answer you. So I'm here. I can answer you with my other account. So just flow along. Just flow along. So I'm about to start. Let me do my intro. Yes, it's about to go down. So let's move straight to the story. And before I move straight to the story, let me not forget, let me start recording. Yes, so that I can also post. Okay, let's move straight. All right, let's start. The gods are not to be blamed. Let me lower it so that you can hear my voice very well. Hope you can hear me now. The gods are not to blame. I don't know why I'm always putting P. I'm used to it. So the gods are not to blame. That is the title of the story. So let's start. So, in the land of Kutu, a great king and queen, King Adetusa and Queen Ojola, it's a Yoruba name, so I'm trying to pronounce it, prayed for a child. When a son was finally born, there was a great celebration. Now, but before the child was named, The king consulted the oracle. The king did what? Consulted the oracle. So let's read further and see what happened. The oracle gave a terrible prophecy. The child would kill his father and marry his mother. What a sad prophecy. Let's see what happened. The king was afraid to stop the prophecy. The king was afraid, full stop. To stop the prophecy, he ordered that the baby be killed. What a tragedy. Now, the child's ankles were tied. They tied the child's ankle. And he was given to a servant to take away and destroy. Don't forget what happened here. I told you this thing happened back then during the forefathers. I will not say during my dad, but during our forefathers back then, Christianity, there was nothing like Christianity. There was nothing like Islam in the country. Back then, when you give birth, they will consult the oracle to check if this child will be a good child or not. So, the same thing happened. So the king, Adetusa, ordered the oracle to come, and the oracle the king now consulted the oracle. So from there, the oracle now gave a false prophecy. I can call that a false prophecy. That the child would kill his father and marry the mother. So the king was now afraid. What kind of child is this? So the king now ordered the servant, take this child, this evil child, to the evil forest. He now tied the child's ankle and took the child to the evil forest. Getting to the evil forest, let's see what happened. If the servant killed the child or not. So let's move further. The king was afraid to stop the prophecy. He ordered that the baby be killed. The child's ankles were tied, and he was given to a servant to take away and destroy. But the servant did not kill the child. Glory be to God. The servant did not kill the child. Let's see what happened next. Instead, he gave the baby to a hunter from another. From where? Let me raise it up. From another town. Don't forget, the king ordered the servant to take this evil child to the evil forest to go and kill. But when the servant looked at the child, the servant said, no, this child is too innocent to leave this world. So, instead of the servant to kill the child, the servant said, no, I will give this child to someone else. And he took the child to another town. Let's see what happened. So now the hunter took the child far away. He took the child far away. Let's see what happened next. Now, the hunter refused to kill that baby and took that baby to another town and gave the child to someone in that town. Now the baby is now a grown-up child. Let's see what happened. The child was taken to Ijeku, where he was raised by another king. Don't forget, the child's father is a king. Now, the servant took the child to another town to go and give that child to a stranger. And that stranger is also a king. And the king's name is, okay, now, the king's name is King Ogundele, who had no son. The child was named Odewale. The child was named Odewale. Now, let's see what happened. Odewale grew up strong, brave, and intelligent. But as he grew older, people sometimes insulted him and called him name, a bastard. Don't forget, the child is now a grown-up child. He's no more a child again. He's now a man. Now the child is very brave. He has strength. He can fight. He can, he has that power. He has that charisma to lead the people. But there is one thing. That thing is, the people that both of them grew up together started intimidating him, calling him names. You are a bastard. You don't know your father. The king is not your father. So let's see what happened next. This troubled him deeply. He went to the oracle to ask about his parents. Instead of answer, the oracle repeated the same terrible prophecy. Can you see? Don't forget, when this man, I don't want to call this man, when they gave birth to him, when Odewale, let me use his name, when they gave birth to Odewale, the first prince told the king that this child will kill the father and marry the mother. That was the major reason why the king told the servant to take that evil child to the forest. Getting to the forest, the servant saved the child's life and gave the child to a king called King Ogundele. Now, King Ogundele now raised Odewale, which is the child, now raised Odewale up. But Odewale started hearing, you're a bastard, you're a bastard, you're a bastard. Then he decided to consult an oracle. Now, this same prince, no, this is not the first prince, this is another prince. This prince now told Odewale this same thing they told him when he was still very little, but he was not aware of. That he will kill his father and marry the mother. Now, let's see what happened. Frightened, Odewale decided never to return to the people he believed were his parents. Odewale thought that king is the one that gave birth to him. But he never knew that is not his real father. So he decided to run away. Instead of repeating that prophecy, Odewale does not want anything blood to stain his hand. So he decided to run away. Let's see what happened next. Now, While traveling, Odewale met an old man and his servant on the road. A quarrel broke out. Angry words were exchanged. In a fit of rage, Odewale killed the old man and his men. Odewale did not know that the man he had killed was King Adetusa, his real father. The prophecy had begun to come true. When the prince told him that, "Hey boy, you will kill your father and marry your mother," Odewale decided to start running. "No, I cannot kill my father. I cannot kill my father and marry my mother." So he decided to run. While he was running, he came across old man on the road. So I don't know what happened. Fight started, and Odewale decided to unleash his power on the old man and the men that followed the old man. And Odewale power superseded the old man. And he never knew that that old man he killed was his own father. And he killed the man. Let's see what happened after Odewale killed King Adetusa. Let's see what happened. Odewale later arrived in Kutu. Don't forget, Kutu is Odewale's village, but Odewale is not aware of it. Where the people were suffering under a cruel ruler. With his courage and strength, Odewale led a revolt. The people praising him. The old king of Kutu was dead, so the people made Odewale their new king. To complete the traditions, Odewale married the queen of Ojuola. The queen, okay, sorry. To complete the tradition, Odewale married the queen. The queen was Ojuola, his real mother. Don't forget, Odewale, the major reason why Odewale left that village is because of that prophecy. He does not want to kill his father and marry the mother. Then he decided to run. While running, he came across an elderly man and let me use entourage, or let me use escorts. He came across them and fight broke out and he decided to kill them. He never knew that that man that he killed was his own father. Now he went to his own village, but he never knew that that village is where they gave birth to him. Never knew. So he went to the village. The name of that village is Kutu. Say Kutu. Kutu, yeah. Or you can call it Kutu. So get to that village. He noticed that everybody in that village, they are suffering except the person ruling them because of the bad leader. So when the old king now died, so the people made Odewale the new king because Odewale later helped them to overcome the struggles that they are passing through. Now, based on the tradition, when the former kings die, the new king will marry the wife. So Odewale, they now gave Queen Ojuola to Odewale to marry. But Odewale never knew that that woman that he want to marry is his mother. He never knew that that woman gave birth to him. So Odewale now married their mother. What a tragedy story. see what happened next. Now, without knowing, Odewale had fulfilled the second part of their prophecy. They ruled together for many years and had children. Many years. Years passed. Odewale impregnated the mother he never knew. And the mom gave birth to Odewale's son. Odewale's mother never knew that the person that they made king, she is the one that gave birth to him. She never knew that that is her own son she married to. Now they gave birth together. The man impregnated the wife and she put to bed, but he never knew that that is the mother that gave birth to him. So years pass. Let's continue. Now, many years later, disaster struck Kutu. After many years, disaster now started. A lot of strange things now started in Kutu village. So let's see what happened. Now, a deadly disease spread across their land. So let's see what kind of disaster happened in Kutu village. Let's see what happened. Now, crops failed, people died. People started dying. Crops refused to grow. What is happening? What is happening? Villagers, all of them, they were now afraid. So let's see what happened. Odewale went to the oracle for answers. The oracle said the land was cursed because the murderer of King Adetusa was still alive and unpunished. Don't forget, the old king is Odewale's father. And the old king is that man that Odewale saw. Why? Oh, yes, the king that Odewale saw when he was coming to Kutu's village that Odewale cured. So now they've made Odewale the king. Odewale is now king. He got married to the mom. He never knew that that's woman he got married to is the mother that gave birth to him. So years passed. They had children together. Now a lot of disaster is now happening. So Odewale now decided to go and consult oracle. Getting to the oracle place, the oracle now told Odewale that the person that killed the former king is still alive, that the gods are not happy. Now, let's see what Odewale did. Odewale so angrily that he would find the killer, even if the person was close to him. Jesus. Odewale now is angry because people are dying. What they planted refused to grow. Is now angry. So he's not like, no. I'm going to look for this person that killed this king. When I catch this person, I'm going to remove the person's eyes. That is the punishment that the Wali sworn that is going to do to the person. Even if the person is closer to him, he will make sure he suffer the person. He will make sure that person suffer. He will make sure he remove the person's eyes. Let's see what happens next. This promise sealed his fate. You know, as a king, what comes from your mouth, you can't take it back. You will do the thing you promise to do. Let's see what happened. The revelation. Before we go to the revelation, let me play something. The investigation, witnesses were questioned, stories were told. Slowly, the truth came out. The servant who spared the baby spoke. The hunter spoke. Piece by piece, the truth became clear. Odewale realized. Odewale realized. So now Odewale realized that he was the abandoned child. He had killed his father. He had married his mother. When Queen Ojuola understood the truth, she could not bear it. She took her own life. Now, Odewale's mother, she's dead. Because what they tried to avoid later came to pass. The shame, the embarrassment, it was too much for her to bear. She decided to end her life. So he decided to end her life, her precious life. Now let's see what happened, the tragic end. This is the end part, so listen attentively. Now, when Odewale saw what had happened, he was overcome with pain and guilt. He blamed himself. He blinded himself with a knife. Don't forget, he promised to do that. So as a king, he needs to fulfill his promise. Now blind and broken, he accepted full responsibility. He prepared to leave Kutu in shame and sorrow. Before leaving, he spoke these words in spirit. The gods are not to blame. It is man who runs blindly into his destiny. What a sad story. Oh, what a sad story. Ah, what a sad story. The story ends as a great tragedy. It teaches powerful lesson about fate and destiny. Pride and anger. The danger of trying to escape truth. Human responsibility. Whatever they try to run away from destiny, but every step you took brought him closer to it. What a sad story. So what do you think? Do you want to blame Odewale? Or do you want to blame... Who do you want to blame here? Is it the king? Odewale's father? Or is it the prince? Or is it the mother that refused to, to fight? No, you can't. And back then, if the prince should speak, you can't dare it to obstruct what the prince said. So let's remove the mother. Is it the servant that refused to have an innocent blood on his hand? So who do you think is at fault here? Or is it the child that had decided to go back without knowing that village that he's going to is the village that they gave birth to him? What a sad tragedy. Let me put it like that. Oh boy, this story hurts. Dewale, this sound is for you. Wow, that is the end of my story. That is the end of my story. What a sad story. What a sad story. Oh my God. What a sad story. It is time to end it. All right, thanks guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you, and don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe. Just push, just push me. Thank you.